Hi guys, you're here with Jen the Taxidermy Witch, and we are still listening to Portishead, but we are doing this like extended money spell because I need something from the universe. And I'll tell you, generally I don't ask for money unless I really need it. I just try and put positive energy out there all the time for it to come to me, but I really need it right now. So I'm going to ask for it, and I'm going to do some candle magic. I'm going to do some herbal magic, and I'm going to add actual money to the spell. So I'm really excited to show you guys how I'm going to do that here right now. First thing you want to do is you want to cleanse your candle. You can either use, let's see, I have some things that you'll need here. You'll need some kind of like knife or scissors. You'll need probably some tweezers. You'll need a Sharpie, and so it's a knife or scissors. You'll need one or more of these magical herbs if you want to do this an amped up extended spell for money and candle magic. And here I've kept some monies on my altar in this coconut shell, and coconut is really protective. I'm trying to have that protect my money and keep bringing it back to me. So I'm using the actual monies from the coconut shell. I'm going to show you how we can put them into this candle. Okay, and then I'm going to show you how we can extend it and wrap some actual money around the outside of this candle after we take the label off of it. And then we're going to use green tape for color magic. So we've got all this going, okay? So first off, if you don't have a green candle, they're really easy to find. You just find them in the Hispanic section of the grocery store, and they're right there with all the amazing spices as well. They're usually in green, red, white, and that's about it. So those are the colors I get there. It's like Christmas colors, right? But really it's just Catholicism and their colors in their religion. So you could use a plain white candle because that would cover any intent, okay? I want you to always remember that a plain white candle is purity and then just like any intent, okay, if you don't have the green. You know, we're using green tape, so if you had the, you know, the money around the outside of this white candle, it'd be just as great, you guys. It's all about your intent. So 2 ways in this. I have a video on 10 ways to cleanse a space in witchcraft. Check that out. But I just brought up 2 ways that you can cleanse a candle, the outside of this. You could dab a little dot of this on your hand, just a dot. It's an alcohol base, and then we're going to work with fire, so you want to let that dry. And then rub that all over the outside of the candle like this. Just let like a couple drops be in there. Rub it on your hands, it'll absorb into your skin because you don't want it to be wet. And then just rub it all over the outside of the candle, and as you're rubbing it, put your intent in there, okay? This candle is to bring me the money I need for my car payment, to catch up on my car payment. That's what I'm doing tonight right now, this spell. Okay? But I'm not using the white one. I'm going to use the green one. So I'm going to put this over here, and then I'm going to show you how I cut a label off of one of these just plain old San Judas Tato, St. Jude candles. You know, cut into it, get the label going with maybe some scissors or a knife, and just twirl that off. And it's always going to leave you with this like little white strip. I just embrace that as like, I'll make it a part of the art of the candle, to be quite honest. And it always is really kind of a nice addition. I like it. You can sit there and try and scrub it off forever, you know, that's fine too if you want to do that, but you don't really need to. So just kind of take, oh, I'll fudge it, it wants to stay. So so now I'm going to cleanse that because I've got the label off. Florida water, you guys, to me smells like old Avon cologne, but it is so good for these spells. Cleanse this of all the places it's been, and this candle will bring me the money that I need for my car payment. So mote it be. Now, we are going to, so we've cleansed it either with a sage, Palo Santo, or Florida water, or there's many other ways to cleanse it. And you guys should really look at that video I made. And, okay, so now we are going to take our Sharpie and write our intention on it. Now what I'm going to write is, I would like to be caught up with my car payment by, I want to make it a realistic goal, and I'm going to write it in future tense like it's already happened, okay? So I'm going to write, Jennifer has, where's the white strip? I like to go after that. Jennifer, can you guys see me writing there? Alright, there we go. Jen has caught G-H-T up on Anthea. That's the name of my car. Payments. By, make it realistic, it's not going to happen tomorrow, you know. The end of September. It's end of August right now, right? Okay, by the end of September. That gives me, the universe, a month to bring this to me. I think that's realistic. I hope it is. It's going to be. Always talk with confidence, never say it's never going to happen, because it won't, so this will happen, you know. By the 1st of, no, 30, by the 31st of September. (2018), just in case it would get muddled. We don't want it to be the September of next year. So, mote it be. Or however you like to end your, you know, statements there. And I put a star of creation, and I put my little symbol, and then I put a heart because I do this all in love and light. And now there's some blank stuff. I'm just going to draw some big pictures, like a big picture of a star of creation, because I need this to happen. I need this to happen soon so I can save Anthea. I need to keep my music machine, you guys. And alright. So, some symbols. And we say, what do we say? Like this. Jen has caught up on Anthea payments by the 31st of September 2018, so mote it be. Symbols, it's all cleansed. You can do some other symbols on here, whatever you like, just to make it really beautiful. So, dollar signs, however you want to do it. Now, you guys, even though we're going to put a dollar bill around this to make it stronger and more powerful, because that's what I'm trying to draw into me, and it's going to cover up the words, that doesn't matter. Don't let that hinder you, because your guides can read these words. As the candle burns down, your guides can read the words. So we can just go ahead and tape this dollar bill wherever we want to tape it. I think I'm going to leave my symbols out, because I like that. Look at this. Okay, and then I know where I'm going to have it. I'm going to have it be like this. And I'm not in any way ruining this money. I'm just telling you that right now. Like, I'm not breaking the governmental rules and, like, doing any kind of burning of money. Period. I would never do that. On YouTube, I would. Yeah, so, oh look, it's kind of sitting there and sticking. Alright, it's getting hot in this room. So I need to take my green tape and my scissors. And you don't have to have green tape, you can just use Scotch tape, but I couldn't find Scotch tape and all my husband had was green tape, so doesn't that work perfectly? Funny how life works out. Not really. I mean, it's funny, but it's like makes sense totally. Alright. I'm gonna tape it there. I don't know if that's gonna actually stick. But you get the point. I may have to fix this after the video. Sadly. Yeah. You guys, here's the thing. It only stuck to the paper. That was it wasn't going to stick to the glass. This does not have to look perfect. Okay? I'm leaving this like this because this is the way it ended up for the video, and I'm like not a perfectionist all the time, but about this stuff I kind of am. But I think it was meant to be. It's fine. Just leave it and move on. Don't like freak out and think these have to be perfect, because they don't. So we have this awesome dollar candle with our intention underneath. Now, when you light it, you really want to hold your intention in there. What you need, what you want. Say this incantation over and over if you need to, okay? So now, we're going to light it, and the most important thing when you're lighting an altar candle or any kind of like spell work is not the most important thing, but you don't want to use any kind of butane lighter or regular Bic lighter, because it will suck the magic out of the spell. And I'm looking for my matches. Right now I can't find them. So I'm going to have to get creative. Oh, here's a match. I'll light this match from my altar candle. I'm really holding and thinking about this as I'm lighting it. Have water around whenever you light candles, you guys. Really important to be safe. Now you want to hold your intention around this, okay? Don't blow it out with your mouth. Now, when this candle starts to get soft, because it will, and I'll show you here in my altar candle. They're really temperamental. You got to move them slower, they'll go out. So you can't really see it, but down here it's all like clear and white and completely solidified the wax for maybe like half of an inch, just a little bit, okay? So at this point you could, not this candle because it's not my money candle, but when this gets warm and after I put my intent into it and it's been at my altar for a while, or if you have a special money altar, some people have those, you can then drop the coin, and I don't see any problem with giving an offering to this, so I'm just going to show you. You would get some long tweezers. These are not regular tweezers, these are taxidermy tweezers, and just give it an offering by slowly dropping this on the edge so it does not put out the candle. Okay, and I wish I could get a close-up of that. You can kind of see it there. It's floating, it's away from the candle wick, it's not going to put out this candle. So you want to just offer this money candle a little bit of money a day. And you have your coconut shell. You don't need to have a coconut shell, but that protects my money, I feel, at my altar. And then if I'm really desperate, I put in a quarter, you guys. But normally I put in pennies, nickels, and dimes. But if you need a big working, or you could put in a dollar coin, you could, you know, amp it up. You could put in oh right, herbs. So the herbs that I want to talk about when this gets when this is burning down before it's melting, you want to just put some herbs like that you find in your research that are good for money magics. And I'll just read real quickly out of Scotty's book here and say that the money riches, okay, so it says money riches, treasures, wealth to obtain. Alfalfa, allspice, almond, basil, bergamot orange, blackberry, bladderwhack, blue flag, bryony, bromelain, buckwheat, calamus, camellia, cascara sagrada, cashew, cedar, chamomile, cinnamon, clinifoil, clove, clover, comfrey, cowslip, dill, dock, elder, fungreek, fern, flax, futamari, glangle, ginger, goldenrod, golden seal, gorse, grains of paradise, grape, heliotrope, high John the Conqueror, honesty, honeysuckle, horse chestnut, Irish moss, jasmine, lucky sand, mandrake, maple, marjoram, mayapple, mint, moonwort, moss, myrtle, nutmeg, oak, oats, onion, orange, Oregon grape, patchouli, not spelled like patchouli, it says patchouli, peach, pecan, periwinkle, pine, pineapple, pipsawella, pomegranate, poplar, poppy, rattlesnake root, rice, snapdragon, sassafras, sesame, snake root black, squill, tea, tonka, trillium, vervain, vetiver, wheat, and woodruff. Holy smokes, that is a lot of herbs to say in one big go, but that's what you could use. And I'm just gonna like put this fresh dill from my garden just around the spell, okay? I'm around this candle magic. I'm going to blow with the cinnamon on the sides, not down into the candle. We messed that up on one video already, didn't we? And then I'm also going to put some mandrake pieces, which are poisonous. You always want to use gloves when you touch that. Mandrake amps up any spell, so I'm going to put that root just all around the candle and thank William for helping me with this spell, okay? Thank you, William. Thank you so much, my love. He's over here. He says hello, hello. Okay, so I've got my dill, I've got my mandrake, and then I have the cinnamon that I'm going to put in my mouth and blow my intention all over this. That's something that is like my idea to like really get something powered with you, because when you blow into this, okay, and there's like enough room for you to go ahead and, you know, blow in and out of this. It's pretty cool, like this. But when you blow, like, breathing in general is scientific change, right? We breathe in oxygen and we breathe out carbon dioxide. There's a change that happens. So when we talk about change and we want to change in our life and something to happen that's not happening for us right now that we need, we're asking for a change. A breath is amazing, and this cinnamon stick is to bring money and riches, right? So breathing your intention, rereading that the things that you've written on there out loud, and just affirming that this will happen here and when, okay? Write it in future tense like law of attraction, you guys, and just remember, you can bring anything to you if you want it. Remember to keep feeding this until it goes out. Let it go out on its own, and if your money, you know, you can keep doing this candle over and over until it comes to you, right? These candles you get for like $1 or something, it's worth it. I usually get about a $125, $150 return on $1 candle, you guys, so I will keep this one going until, you know, the end of the month, and if it's a 3 or 7 day candle, it's well worth your monies. And what, you feed it with 23 cents per candle at the most, so just love your things, they'll love you back, and thank you for joining me again, Jen the Taxidermy Witch, and helping me charge up this money spell that I need help with. So have a beautiful evening, guys, and get ready for this full moon that's coming up tomorrow night.